Men chase, boys beg, but legends walk away. The moment you stop running after a woman, something dangerous happens, something she never saw coming. Her entire reality shifts. You aren't just removing yourself from her life, you're removing the fuel that powered her ego. The second you stop giving her validation, attention, and energy, she starts to feel something she never wanted to feel: powerless. Have you ever watched a woman's behavior completely flip when a man stops caring? 1 minute, she's arrogant, entitled, and treating you like an option. The next minute, she's stalking your social media, sending you "hey stranger" texts, and finding the stupidest excuses to talk to you. And you think, wait, the same woman who was ignoring me now suddenly misses me? No. She doesn't miss you. She misses what you provided: your energy, your validation, your desire. This is what happens when a man understands his true power, and this is why you must walk away. At first, she acts like she doesn't care. She pretends she hasn't noticed. She acts like everything is normal. But inside, she is in complete panic mode. She's telling herself, no, this is impossible. He can't actually be leaving. He's just playing a game. He'll be back. Because in her mind, men always come back. She has seen it before. She has tested this before. Most men break within a few days. They get desperate, they cave in. But this time, something is different. You are not texting her. You are not checking up on her. You are not begging for her attention. And that's when the first crack forms in her reality. She starts testing the waters. She likes one of your pictures. She sends a random "hey" text. She watches your story and waits. And in this moment, she is doing the most dangerous thing possible for her ego. She is waiting for your reaction. She is checking her phone every few minutes. She is looking for that notification. She is holding on to hope that you'll respond. And if you do, she wins, because now she knows you were just pretending. But if you don't, if you stay silent, if you truly walk away, her entire sense of control over you is shattered. She tells herself a lie to protect her ego. He's just playing games. He's trying to make me jealous. He'll get bored and come back. But as the days go by and you still haven't reached out, her mind starts to break. She doesn't want to admit the truth. She doesn't want to accept what is happening. But she can't escape it because deep down, she is feeling something she has never felt before: rejection. Women are not built to handle rejection. Men deal with it all the time, getting ghosted, ignored, rejected. It's normal for men. But women, they aren't used to this feeling, because for most of her life, she has had options. She has had men chasing her, texting her, complimenting her, begging for her time. And now for the first time, a man has truly walked away. And now she has to ask herself a terrifying question. Maybe I wasn't as special as I thought. This is when her self-doubt kicks in. She starts spending more time in the mirror. She starts taking longer to do her makeup. She starts scrolling through your page, wondering if you've moved on. Because she doesn't know what to do. A woman's entire identity is built on the idea that she is desirable, that she is valuable, that she is wanted. And when a man she thought she controlled no longer desires her, it forces her to confront a truth she never wanted to face. She starts asking herself, am I losing my looks? Did he find someone better? Was I not good enough? And this drives her insane, because now she starts to feel something new, something she never thought she would feel for you: jealousy. She starts wondering if you have another woman. She starts checking who's liking your pictures. She starts stalking your followers, looking at the comments under your posts, because suddenly she is the one chasing, and it eats her alive. She won't show it. She will still act like she's fine, but inside, she is screaming. And this is why women always come back, not because they love you, not because they miss you. They come back because they thought the grass was greener on the other side, and then they realized they were standing in a desert. Her emotions are completely out of control. She has gone through shock, denial, panic, and self-doubt. She has spent nights staring at her phone, checking your social media, wondering why you're not coming back. And now, she has reached the most destructive phase of all, rationalization. This is where her mind plays tricks on her to avoid facing the brutal truth. She lost control over a man who was supposed to be beneath her, a man who wasn't supposed to walk away, a man who was supposed to be crying, suffering, begging her to take him back. But instead, you are doing the exact opposite. You don't care. You aren't watching her stories. You aren't texting her. You aren't affected. And this is where she starts rewriting history. She has to justify why you walked away, so she doesn't have to admit to herself that she was the problem. She starts lying to herself. I was never that into him anyway. He was too obsessed with me, and it was unattractive. He was weak. That's why he couldn't handle me. I deserve better. She will tell her friends that you were too needy or that she wasn't feeling it anymore. She will convince herself that she ended things first, even though you were the one who walked away. She will pretend that she is better off without you. But here's what you need to understand. She isn't trying to convince the world. She's trying to convince herself. Because deep down, she knows the truth. She knows she fumbled a man who had power. She knows she lost a man who refused to be controlled, and that kills her inside. She doesn't want to sit alone with her thoughts. She doesn't want to self-reflect. She doesn't want to admit that she made a mistake. So what does she do? She finds another man, and this is where she makes her biggest mistake, jumping into a rebound. She grabs the first guy she can find, a beta male, a weak man who will worship her, a guy she never truly wanted. But why does she do this? Because she is not trying to love him. She is using him as an emotional bandage to cover the pain of losing you. She needs someone to fill the hole in her ego. She needs someone to reassure her that she's still desirable. She needs to see a man chasing after her so she can feel valuable again. And that's why you'll suddenly see her posting happy pictures, going on vacations, acting like life is amazing. She wants you to see it. She wants you to think she's already moved on. She wants to trigger jealousy in you. But what she doesn't realize, the only person she's hurting is herself.